Espeo. I don't see him play that much. Not that he's not playing that much, but I don't see set of him. So I'm curious to see if he will manage to punish this this pattern that Icewalker will do. Icewalker is a bit the boss on a Mario Galaxy or a game like that where you got some pattern and you need to go through it. But you never know. Maybe Icewalker will prove me wrong and show me that he still have some mix-up in his pocket. It wasn't a forward, it was a neutral, maybe. But it doesn't change anything as Espeo will anyway take the time to see what Icewalker like to do on the ledge and punish it later. As you can see, Espeo is doing really well at the moment by putting some great movement. Again, I mean, when I see Sonic, everything is on the movement. If you move well, your opponent will have so much trouble to get you, and during your movement, you just need to put some couple of hits, and when you got the occasion of doing a big combo, you just go flat out. Icewalker coming back slowly, but wow, again, that's like that same combo that he has done against Melt, the Nair into backer, and Icewalker need to take those, because if he doesn't, he will have some problem against Espeo that is doing a magnificent job for the moment. Again, Lausanne against Geneva. Espeo from Geneva, Icewalker from Lausanne. We will see which region is the best one, but for the moment Espeo is showing some great game, some great stock, some great interaction. And the spring setting up in order to put some pressure in Icewalker, but he's coming slowly on the stage and just play his game. But there is a one stock lead for Espeo, so Icewalker will really need to find an answer and take the stock, because Icewalker, I think, is used to go against players that want to approach him, but Espeo just doesn't care if he wants. He can come him out, but still he approached a bit too much, and Icewalker reacted really well by doing an aerial with this forward air and take stock of this Sonic out of the place. The up smash almost killed, but it won't be enough. Not enough percent for the Vili. So Espeo just need a bit more, but still got a full stock lead. But you need to pay attention, because Icewalker can surprise us with some heavy kill set that, like, when you're in an edge guard situation as Vili, you can pull up some bowling ball with the forward smash. If your opponent recover low, so he can surprise you. You can set up at 3. The jab, if you get up too often, the jab of Vili can lock you up and put a lot of pressure. And as I'm talking about the thing that Icewalker could do, he's coming back slowly, but it's still not enough. Icewalker is going to get killed by Espeo with this forward aerial. Nice edge guard from his side. He's doing really well by exploiting the good recovery of his character and just go through in. He's not scared at all, and he knows that. Nicely, he's sending back his piece of wood. It's yours, not mine. And I'm about to rock on the stage, but the rock is getting weak as Icewalker tried to find the ledge trap, but Espeo will find a way to come back. But it was not that far for stock for Icewalker, but he didn't manage to find it, and he will need to make a bit more effort in order to get an even state in terms of stock. Spintash is around, and what Icewalker really like in neutral is to send him the Lloyd with his side B, because when you get a Lloyd in your face, what can you do? You can do jump, you can shield, you can air spot dodge, but it's pretty linear. And if you do always the same thing, I mean, Icewalker won't hesitate to just grab you if you're shielding, doing an aerial on you if you're jumping. He's not fooling around with this Lloyd, and it's a great tool for him in order to set him up some neutral. But as I'm talking, Espeo is continuing to put a lot of pressure, moving around, just avoiding every move that Icewalker is throwing to him. Man, he's just chilling. They both are chilling, but Icewalker has a bit more pressure on his shoulder, as he doesn't have the lead. He has lost his double jump. There is only the neutral B. He tried to explode the 2 balloon, but he got enough helium in his balloon in order to stay on his recovery state. and managed to come back, but it was close for Icewalker. So at any moment, Espeo can take the game. There is no much tools for Icewalker, and the back we catch nicely the timing of Icewalker. Espeo is doing a really good job, and maybe Espeo will go through top 16 through winner side. I remember you that we're playing for top 16. We're not playing for peanuts here. I'm just going to drink a bit of water. And yeah, like I said, Espeo has been convincing from the start. He has took a lead pretty quickly, as Sonic should do. And Icewalker was just behind from the start, and he couldn't come back because Espeo moved really well. So this is the reason why he wants maybe a smaller stage, like a small battlefield. It's a bit smaller than Holobation, if I'm not saying anything wrong. And yeah, Geneva is cheering up for Espeo. It's normal. And Icewalker, we need to come back slowly. He got the cap of Fatal Fury from King of Fighters, but it's not Terry, it's Billy. But let's do a crossover where Villager is on the next King of Fighter, please. No. But anyway, we got Icewalker already putting up some aero, but Espeo is responding to him in a pretty hard way. Jab block here, but it won't be converted in a big percentage gain for Ice, as Espeo will take advantage of that, and Icewalker trying to come back on the other side, and again trying to do the side B into back, the same moves that he has done on the first game in order to take the first stock. He really likes to get the setup, and when he gets it, it's smooth, it's super clean. So he's doing a good job for the moment, and what don't he just go under the Lord? So yeah, I mean, the character is so fast that even though he was on the other side of the stage, he could just get in the face of Icewalker, and Icewalker couldn't do that much. Icewalker get the stage control, didn't punish the grab, it's not a huge deal, but he's been pushed on the ledge, and like that with the forward tilt from Sonic, he just pushed him off stage. Yeah, nice ducking from Espeo. Really just playing patiently. He needs just to avoid the forward, back and side B if he wants to win, but man, there is no stock that has been taken yet, so Icewalker is still on the race, but in terms of neutral, really, I think that Espeo got the lead. But wait, oh nice side B from Icewalker that was about to cover a lot of options, and he covers soon a bit from Espeo and just catch the stock like that. And Espeo is not in the same scenario as the first game where he has the lead and just can camp out, wait for an impatient from Icewalker that is already very patient. Now he needs to be aggressive and take this stock in order to not let his chance to... Oh my god, he didn't get the backer, that's sad, but yeah, it's not over yet. Icewalker managed to drift in order to avoid the couple of moves that Espeo tried to launch in order to put the Villager out of the stage, but it won't be enough, and he still needs to find an answer to the Billy, and Icewalker is still racking up the person and extending his lead. He's not letting his mental go down from the first game, and he's still strong. As Espeo trying to find the ledge trap with the Nair. 170% on the head of Icewalker, it's huge, but yeah, I mean everything could kill Icewalker, and Espeo is starting to be impatient, throwing every move that he can, and he's as impatient that Icewalker managed to find the grab, and with the invincibility, Espeo will just go full in and the dash attack through the tree. But yeah, that's a full stock lead for Icewalker that has done a magnificent job on the first and second stock of Espeo. Man, he's doing a good job. He needs to continue like that again. What? I'm surprised about that. Again a jab lock, but when he's doing his two jab, the next move that he's going to do will reset, will re-put your opponent in a neutral state. But he's doing a third jab, and right after that, he's doing an advantage. It's so surprising. but it worked. And we can see in the body language and in the gameplay of Espeo, he's mad, man. He's really impatient, and this madness is going in, this backer that will put this cute ice walker villager out, and the tree will race through the Sonic, but it's still not enough. Espeo has a 106% deficit. It's not the end yet. We know that he has some good advantage states, so you never know. But with this ledge trap, we know how really is strong on this state. He's trying to find the final point of the second game, but Icewalker still need to put some more effort in order to convert that. And for the moment, Espeo just try to find the stage control, but it has been so long since he hasn't got it. Yeah, he finally had it, but won't be enough, and the side beat on the ledge will take the game for Icewalker. Icewalker is coming back slowly. He has been doing pretty well, and like we saw, it's something that I like to point out when we see Sonic. When Sonic leads a game, he's super strong because he has so much tools. He can camp you out and make your opponent really impatient, like we saw in the first game against Icewalker. But this was completely the not same scenario at all. I mean, it was Icewalker that took the lead at the start, and from that, it's Icewalker that make Espeo impatient and take advantage from that. He was just on point on his neutral and didn't approach when he didn't need. So Espeo will have some work to put in the third game. If he really needs to get this lead at the start. It's really important in order to know who will be dictated the rhythm from the start of the game. So yeah, the player that will take the lead of this third game will probably go to top 6, maybe, as Icewalker is already going super aggressive. There is no double jump, maybe the forward smash. No, he won't take it. Nice dodge from Espeo that managed to stay calm, but Icewalker is already super aggressive on Pokemon Stadium 2. And I think that Espeo wanted a bigger stage in order to move a bit more, in order to, yeah, move around Icewalker. But let's see if it will help him. For the moment, it's pretty close, even though Icewalker got the stage control and is racking up the person with back and forward there. And yeah, he's just chilling, man. When Sonic is approaching, he's continuing to go back and keeping his aero up, and like that, he just tell Espeo, you're not gonna touch me. I got so much tools to get you far away from me. The back throw, maybe. You never know, because Sonic, his back air is so strong that on this stage, in edge guard, a backer at like 60 could be at the stock. So you still need to pay attention to that, because the recovery of Villager is not that, it's pretty linear. So if you are ready for it, you can punish it with the appropriate move. For Sonic, it's the backer, but again, the side beat through the ledge will take the stock for Icewalker, that is finding the best opportunity that he has. And Espeo needs to pay attention for that, because it's the second time. And Icewalker got the lead, so if it's the same scenario as the two last game, the one that got the lead from the start will get pretty comfortable, and Espeo is really nervous and he moves a lot in his body language. He needs to recompose himself and find the stock, and Icewalker just managed to find a 2-stock lead, and I mean, Icewalker is pretty dominant. Finally, Espeo finding some air, some bracing air through the ocean in order to keep him alive with the forward smash, in order to find his first stock, but this is a full stock lead for Icewalker. And as I'm talking, Espeo is cooking up an advantage state. He can go for it. Oh my god, it was so good from Espeo. He just went flat out, and it was a superb stock from him. And we are at an even state. It's not over yet. Espeo is ready to take it home. Icewalker is not crumbling down, is still ready on ledge trap, going in neutral, finding the projectile that he needs. But man, Espeo put just an incredible stock there. It's not over, it's never over until the end of the game. I remind you that the winner of this set will advance to top 16 through winner side, so it's really important to these two players to win this one. As Espeo is taking some percent. Iceworker doing really well by playing by distance. The set is getting long, even though it's a best of 3. It really asks a lot of stamina for these 2 players, and it will be interesting to see how they will take care of the stamina in the further part of this tournament. But for the moment, Iceworker is in a good state, and Espeo just try to find a way to go in and get the stage control. But yeah, Espeo can really nicely move around his opponent, but can he hit him during his doing that? It's another trouble, and it's another problem, and maybe it will be the end. Iceworker trying to put a forward smash, but it won't touch. Espeo managed to come back in a really nice way, and it's not over. Iceworker will need to wait another opportunity in order to make sure that this Hedgehog is finally dead. And the Hedgehog is still up at 111%, still finding a way to go in. But yeah, they know that they need to be patient, because at any moment, if one of them go in and get hit by a big move, it's going to be to end in a bad way for one of these 2. And yeah, Espeo is finding finally some moves, and is finding the momentum there. Iceworker got some pressure, he needs to pay attention because Espeo is coming back. It's not over yet, but Espeo find every neutral for a moment. A bit of impatience from Iceworker that is trying to desperately find a kill with the forward smash, but it won't do the job. Espeo that almost get grabbed, and he will just jump over. It's not over yet. Espeo just stand up, but it's not over, and maybe he will get hit there. Iceworker trying to find a neutral air, but it's not over. Made it back here. I'm so tense. I'm sure the players are tense too. There are a lot of drop of sweat. I'm sure on these 2. They need to be focused. This has been almost like, I would say, 12 minutes, 15 minutes they have been playing. The stamina is starting to show us, and the neutral will catch Espeo, and Espeo is so sad. Oh man, and Iceworker managed to stay calm, and even in this win, he stayed calm, and Espeo not happy at all.